Now, yesterday, many of you will know that I did a video talking about NIO's upcoming deliveries. I said that in August. I'll say it again. I believe that NIO can deliver 40,000 deliveries. And some of the people say, how is that possible and whatnot? But honestly, is that with the Onvo L90, we can see NIO easily going over 40,000 deliveries. And I based this based off the pre-orders that Onvo L90 received, right? I know that previously when looking at the Onvo L60, last year Onvo L60 received 60,000 pre-orders, right? But obviously they struggled to deliver or to meet the orders that they had, and this was due to supply chain constraints. You will know that when the Onvo L60 was launched, there were some issues with batteries, or BYD not being able to supply enough batteries for the Onvo L60, which is why I think NIO ended up having multiple suppliers for their batteries, right? This is something that is great. You will know that Onvo also get its batteries from CATL now, which is absolutely great, and that thing obviously had an impact into Onvo delivering sales, so into delivering cars. And therefore, with that background, I personally think that the only thing that might restrict NIO from getting to 40,000 deliveries, it might only be supply chain issues. It won't be orders inflows, because we already know that, look, pre-orders in 4 days after the pre-launch, we're sitting at 30 to 35,000 of the L90, and there's a bird that whispered on my ear, which we are going to talk about this and maybe on another video because it's going to be too long, who said, look, the official order price for Onvo are going to be slightly, or for the Onvo L90 are going to be slightly lower, which is something that we've already discussed on this video, man. So the prices are going to be a bit lower, and you already know what that is going to do to the orders. There's going to be some incentives, some minor discounts there that they offer apparently, and that in itself should make or should shoot or make the NIO orders or Onvo L90 orders to maybe go over 50,000. If we get 50,000 and NIO does whatever they can to make sure that the pre-orders that they've received or that they have received, they at least deliver 10,000 of those pre-orders in August, then that takes us to the 40,000 deliveries. Because I can tell you something, in August, NIO models together with the L60 and Firefly can be able to deliver 30,000. And with the 30,000 already there, I think 10,000 will come from the Onvo L90. I know Morgan Stanley said that L90 has got a potential to sell 5,000 on a monthly basis. They are talking based on the long term, but after the launch, I think there is a potential or capacity to see, of course, Onvo L90 delivering 10,000 cars. If it's not supply chain, if there are no any other supply chain constraints, then I think we are in it for an all-time high. It's going to be crazy. And if we get to 40,000, hear this, if we get to 40,000 of deliveries from the Onvo L90 in August, then chances are we might get to hit profitability in Q3 and not in Q4. But we are not yet there, right? But I believe that is very much possible. NIO might go to a break even in Q3. But let's wait, let's see, man. It is that reason why I'm telling you that by end of Q3, my target, I'm going to do everything in my power to get or to find my share price or my average price onto NIO below $10, because I know that if that is to come to pass, by the end of this year, NIO stock price might end the year on a double digits. That's a showcase. If we get to break even in Q3, BaaS better watch out. But anyways, as for my single digits, that is if the share price remain at single digit. I'll be continue pumping, loading the boat like crazy, because I want to see myself, of course, reaping the good returns when you go back to obviously glory, which is $66.99. So this is what might happen, and it is the only reason why we might not see $40,000. Otherwise, like I said yesterday, I'll confirm this again today. That is, I think we can get to 40,000 deliveries, or NIO can deliver 40,000 deliveries in August. And I'm telling you, we can also already start monitoring the insurance registrations that comes on a weekly basis. Let's start monitoring that. I think they will give us, or those insurance registrations, like the insurance registration that I just reported in the previous video, will give us a clear picture of what is it that we can expect coming from NIO in terms of the deliveries for August, which is, it's going to be great. I can tell you that for sure. But even if the supply constraints are to be there, I don't think we will. Man, the future is just so bright. I think NIO is ready. NIO has learned from their mistakes. NIO is ready. And the good thing, why I'm liking the Onvo L90, or why I'm confident onto NIO having a total combined deliveries of 40,000, is that the batteries that are being used on the Onvo L90, are you aware that are the same batteries that are being used on the Onvo L60? Onvo L60 and Onvo L90 are sharing the batteries, and therefore I think there is enough capacity for batteries from CATL, from BYD, and we won't have the same issues we had last year in terms of batteries not being enough. Because if we do that, then it will be a disappointment coming from NIO, because they are supposed to learn from what happened when they could not deliver as many vehicles as possible due to those supply chains issues with the batteries. But anyways, me on this one, I'm just here to reiterate that, by the way, the official launch has been confirmed the 31st of July, and we are going to see, of course, the actual prices, which, like I said, there is a rumor, there is a bird that whispered on my ear that the prices are coming lower than the pre-launch prices. But anyways, we'll get to that. I think we'll look at that, because I think that person just also sent me some screenshots or some pictures of what the prices are. But anyways, like I said, we'll discuss that on the upcoming video. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. It takes me some time to make videos like this, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up, so that this video can be spread out and it can go to all the NIO investors. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It takes me some time. I'll see you on the next one, my dear friends, and God bless you all.